Hey my beautiful Leo peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Ant from Cancer Moon's Tarot and I'm coming at you guys with your March 2023 tarot reading. How are you? I hope you guys are doing well. Just want to go ahead and mention before we start, if you're interested in personal services, products, and so much more, feel free to check out my website, cancermoonstarot.com. Link is going to be in the description below. I do want to mention if you are interested in any personal services, do be mindful guys of how to get a personal service. You can only get it from my website and my website only. I'm never going to contact you on any social media, ever DMing you, asking to read for you or asking for money. So if you see like an account that kind of looks like me that does that, it's a scammer. Please report and block them. Don't get scammed. Once again, the only way you can get a personal service or reading with me is from my website and my website only. But nonetheless, without a further ado, Leo, how are you? Let's see what we got going on here for your March 2023. So what's going to be showing up here for the zodiac sign of Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Whoa, we got two flippers showing up over here. We have here a Three of Cups, and we have here a Queen of Pentacles coming on out here for you. I definitely feel like there's a lot more happiness coming into play here because Three of Cups is the card of joy and happiness. And then, of course, with the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles here is one of those cards that represent that you're in your own energy right now. You're focused up on you. I kind of usually associate the Queen of Pentacles as like a major self-care card. It's also a card here too of like you being more wise with your time. I feel for some of you coming into the month of March, if this hasn't happened in March, it might happen previously. So this is what I'm talking about here might have happened before March. Essentially, some of you guys might have had an experience that was kind of eye-opening, awakening for you for sure, that made you realize that you need to value your time more and you need to choose your time more wisely. I'm seeing a lot about time, like valuing your time more, picking and choosing what you invest your time into more wisely. You could have had an experience that maybe made you feel like time was wasted, or you could have had an experience that took a lot of time out of you that maybe had a poor result in the end. So I feel like coming into the month of March, it's like a huge reset here for you. It's like I'm totally focused now on making sure that I'm investing my time in the right people, in the right situations, and in things that give me a positive return. Because taking a look here, right, you do have that Three of Cups. Three of Cups is all about getting a positive return, really bringing forth joy and happiness into your life. So I feel like for March 2023, that's what it's all about. Joy and happiness here for sure, especially after a situation kind of opened up your eyes that I shouldn't waste my time investing in people or situations that is basically going to make me unhappy. It's just not worth it, you know? Taking a look here at an oracle card that came out here for you. What do we have? And we have here 7 deadly sins. So the 7 deadly sins card coming out here for you, Leo, it does say here humanity's destructive traits. So I do feel like whatever eye-opening experience you had, maybe it was an experience you were involved in that had some sort of destructive traits. You know, you could have been associated with toxic people, toxic habits. You could have been associated in a relationship that maybe wasn't very helpful. At the end of the day, whatever it is that you went through in the past, I feel like that's what awoken you here. And that's why March is all about your happiness. It's all about choosing your time wisely because of whatever experience you previously went through. So you're cleansing away any kind of destructive traits, any kind of destructive people, anything that brought you to a lower vibrational energy. That's getting cut out here coming into March 2023. So the overall energy, right? We have here Queen of Pentacles, Three of Cups. It's going to be a month here of joy and a good time and choosing your time wisely. Now let's go ahead and have a look here at your current situation for March 2023. So what's going to be Leo's current situation here for the month of March 2023? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And what do we got? We start here with the Knight of Wands. Moving forward from that, we have here the Ten of Swords. And then lastly for you, we have here the Two of Swords coming out as well. So looking into the current energy, Knight of Wands over here for you. Typically, this is a card here of really starting to move towards things that you feel very passionate about. I do see here with the Ten of Swords, there's definitely something you're moving away from. So when you're moving away from something, you're inevitably moving towards something as well. Taking a look here at the Two of Swords, you had to make a choice. So I feel like what's going on here in the month of March is like you had to make a choice to move away from something in order to move towards something. Let's go ahead and clarify. What did Leo move away from? Clarify the Ten of Swords. And what do we have? We have here the Five of Swords. So moving away from toxicity, people who constantly want to cause arguments, people who maybe aren't great communicators. This could be potentially verbal abuse as well for any Leos that dealt with verbally abusive situations. But Five of Swords showing up over here. Anybody who wasn't kind, anybody who didn't bring forth good energy, any situations that were destructive, like that's what you're moving away from. And that's what was showing up as well in the overall energy. Now, what is Leo moving towards here with the Knight of Wands? What do we have? The Knight of Wands, and we have here the Queen of Cups. I definitely feel like you're moving not only towards things that make you incredibly passionate, but you're moving towards things that really bring forth a lot of emotional balance. The Queen of Cups here in this instance is very reserved. She's cool, she's calm, she's collected. She feels like she's in a good space. She feels like she's fine emotionally. It's not about being over the top happy, but it's also not about being really sad. It's about being content where you're at with your emotions and being content with the life that you're living. So I definitely feel like many of you are aiming towards living a much more cool, calm, collected, and content kind of life. And that's the direction that you're moving in here currently coming into the month of March. Okay. For sure, for sure. Moving on forward here for you, Leo. By the way, we did have the Judgment that decided to hop on out here for you. Judgment card here says you're also giving something a chance. Let me go ahead and inquire about that. Clarify the Judgment. What are Leos giving a chance here? And Six of Pentacles coming in here. Yeah, you're giving balance a chance here for a change is what I'm seeing. I don't know why, Leo. I keep getting that, like, you were invested in like a really low vibrational situation, or like you were putting your time into situations that were like super low vibrational. And whether those were habits, people, you know, your own personal path, whatever it might have been, it's like, I'm finally on the flip side of the coin. Like, I'm really investing in healthy things. You're really giving healthy things a try here. You know, if you've always had like a bad diet, or if you've always like had bad habits, it's like coming into the month of March, it's like, screw that. Let's have a good diet. Let's have good habits. You know, whatever it is for you here, you want to be on the different side of the coin. You want to be on the flip side, you know? So moving from tails to heads, I'm ready here right now for really healthy stuff to come on in the month of March 2023. So that's where we're pretty much at right now. But of course, I don't want to keep repeating the same message, although the same message, you know, keeps on coming out regardless. So let's go ahead and see what's coming on in here for you. All right. So what's going to be coming on in here for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout March 2023. These cards, man, today, they don't want to stop jumping out. First things first, though, you didn't have an Ace of Cups come out. So just throwing this out here for some Leos. This could be love coming in here for a few of you. Of course, though, if it's not resonating towards love, it definitely can represent that fulfilling situations are coming on in. We have here the Strength, which is the card that governs the zodiac of Leo. And we also have here the Nine of Cups as well. I definitely feel like as you're on this path of health, as you're on this path of positivity and making sure that you're, you know, spending your time wisely, you're doing things that maybe you didn't really do previously. Nine of Cups over here could be like, I'm going out with my friends more. I'm being more social. I'm not in the house. I'm going out. I'm partying. I'm having fun, especially if you're a younger lion, a younger Leo. You're probably out and about with friends, having a really good time. So Nine of Cups is about indulgence, right? So you're definitely taking the time to indulge in things that bring forth positivity and bring forth happiness. I will say, be careful with indulgence in March, especially with money. If you are spending a little bit too much money on extra things, you might want to restrict a little bit. You could go a little overboard, especially for those of you that do have your own businesses. You might be trying to purchase something for your business, but even though it can benefit your business, it might not necessarily be necessary, but it's like, I want to get it anyways because it's really cool. So be careful about that. I'm like that, and it can be bad. It can be bad sometimes. Like, I know that I'll see things for my business and I'm like, okay, I really want to buy this. It's super expensive. It's not necessary, but like, it'll bring everything to the next level. And then I go ahead and purchase it and I'm like, I love it. I love it so much, but it was such a waste of money. So with that being said, for any Leos that have businesses, be careful with your write-offs for the year, okay? You may not want to go too overboard right now. Maybe save for something instead of purchasing it right away. And this applies to everybody else, right? This doesn't matter about just owning a business or anything like that. Like, if you're a Leo and you're noticing that like you're spending a lot of money on eating food out every single night, you know, grocery shop for the week. Save your money. Don't go too overboard, especially on things of that nature. Spending too much money going out partying, spending too much money on shopping, whatever it is, just be mindful of your money because you might want to really overinvest here this month. So definitely watch out there because Nine of Cups is certainly indulgence, okay? So definitely have a little bit of a limit here. Now, Strength card showing up for you. We do have here the Strength. We do have here the Ace of Cups. I really do feel like this month as well, you're gaining your strength back because you're in such a better environment. I feel like whatever went down, whatever you're escaping from, this low vibrational part of your past that you've awakened to the fact that you need to get away from, essentially, I do feel like you're starting to get your strength back here in March. You're starting to feel better, especially on a physical level. I feel like for many Leos, you were probably super drained with whatever you were dealing with in the past, whether you were in a really toxic relationship, a friendship, you had bad habits. It's like you felt like crap, but now coming into the month of March, you're getting your physical energy back, you're getting your mental energy back, and you're starting to feel much, much better. And that's why I kind of get with the Ace of Cups. I'm hearing like you're refreshed, like you finally feel refreshed, you know, jumping into this brand new month, because you don't have this heavy energy sinking you down anymore. So you start to feel good again. You start to feel more weightless as well, as there's not a lot of weight weighing you down. All right, so far so good. Let's have a look here and see what you can expect throughout the rest of your March 2023. What can Leo here expect throughout the rest of their March? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And what do we got? We got here the 9 of Wands. We also have here the Temperance. And then lastly, we also have here the 5 of Cups, followed up here with the Page of Swords. Interesting. So 9 of Wands here to the Temperance card. I feel like some of you guys are going to be a little bit hesitant to show off your happiness and to show off your smile. I think that for some of you, there could be people from the past that are still keeping an eye on you. So I feel like it's almost like, let me not show people my life and how happy I am and all the things that I'm doing, because if you almost kind of feel like if you make it like public, you know, the people who are drinking their haterade in the morning, the people who may not have the best intentions towards you, they're going to try to like sabotage that. So you might be worried about people like keeping an eye on you with negative intentions from your past. So you're kind of trying to move low key this month. You're not trying to flash too much of what you're doing because you don't want negativity or evil eye coming in from other people. So 9 of Wands here to the Temperance, like Temperance card says like you're good, Leo. But 9 of Wands here says, I'm not showing it to everybody. Like, I'm making sure I'm keeping my circle close and tight, and I'm doing everything I can to not, you know, overshow my happiness to other people, because at the end of the day, not everybody always wants to hear your good news, right? Sometimes people will say, hey, I'm happy for you, and they're not. They'll lie straight to your face. So you're being extra careful of who you share this joy with, essentially jumping into the month of March 2023, because you know not everybody has the best intentions. So looking at what you can expect here, though, you'll be good with the Temperance. Emotionally, it's a pretty damn solid month. I really can't complain here for you. I don't feel any major events coming in here for you that are going to cause any sort of sadness or cause any sort of major irritation, you know, moving throughout your month. Minor irritation could be something that comes in that mildly disappoints you, but nothing really crazy that I feel is worth noting here at this time. I definitely feel like emotionally, you're pretty rock solid. You know, with the 5 of Cups showing up here once again, you know, I definitely think that, like, in terms of what you experienced from your past, there are going to be some things that are coming up that you're going to be working through, but it's not anything you can't handle. So with the 5 of Cups showing up over here, it's essentially just saying, I'm really glad that I left my past behind, because I was a part of some sort of low vibrational situation for a while that really affected me heavily, and now I'm reversing it. You know, I'm starting to refresh myself, I'm starting to refresh my life, and you know, all this pain and stuff that I've carried, like, I'm ready to let it all go. And you can actually see here in the 5 of Cups, this woman over here, she's emptying out the cups. So you're ready here to let go of that heavy water, that heavy emotion that you've held within you, because now you're ready here to be free from all that as you're jumping into a very, very awesome month. And like I did mention, Page of Swords, I feel like people from your past are probably going to keep an eye on you, Leo, so just watch out for that. You know, block them if you need to, block their numbers, block them on social media. Don't give people a glimpse into your life that have bad intentions. You know, share your good shit and your good news with the people who actually care and who want the best for you. So just be mindful of who you associate with overall. And like I said here too, you know, your month here, right? We started off with the overall energies being the 3 of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. And what I said here to you is that you're picking what you invest your time into incredibly wisely. I'm not going to spend time crying over spilt milk, 5 of Cups. I'm not going to spend time, you know, being involved with people who hurt me or people who are just not good for me. I'm not going to spend or waste my time being involved in situations that aren't the best for me. It's like, I'm all about putting my time into the good stuff, and I don't blame you. All right, moving on here forward, let's see if the universe has any sort of advice in store here for you. So what does the universe have here for Leo? First card out, Ace of Swords. Stay true to yourself and stay true to what you want, but don't be afraid to swing a sword if somebody comes at you, okay? That's what I see here with the Ace of Swords. Universe here is saying, listen, people, sometimes they like to cut, and some people, you know, they like to cut deep. So don't be afraid to protect yourself, but don't be afraid as well to honor your truth. Ace of Swords is also a card of clarity, which says you're going to be seeing incredibly clearly jumping into your month. So you're going to start to see things for what they are. I feel like the universe here is saying, in terms of advice, you're going to start to realize things that maybe you didn't see earlier on. Don't let that make you look back and wonder if you were in a position where you don't look back at your past and be like, I was so stupid that I did X, Y, and Z. I was so stupid that I invested in this situation and that situation. Universe is trying to say with the Ace of Swords, don't put yourself down. Just acknowledge the truth that you were in a shitty situation. And at the end of the day, you're out of that now, and you can see that situation clearly for what it is, and you know now what to avoid. Don't put yourself down here this month. I really feel like the universe is trying to say that heavily, because sometimes as humans, it's not even a zodiac thing. As humans, we all have the tendency to kind of reflect on our past. And if we see something we did and we're like, man, that was so dumb. Like, how was I so stupid? Like, don't put yourself down about it. We live and we learn, we grow, we keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Don't get in that energy, okay? What else does the universe have in store here for Leo regarding March 2023? We also have here the Three of Wands, and we have here the Seven of Wands coming out as well. Universe is also saying Three of Wands, Seven of Wands. This is not the time right now to wait on anything that you want. This is not the time right now to just wait for things to magically get better. This is a month of self-improvement, so do make sure that you're taking action to improve things. You know, Leos that are watching this and you're like, man, this is gonna be an awesome month. It is certainly gonna be an awesome month, but it has to be an awesome month backed by your own action. Right? I mentioned that you guys were getting out of a really, you know, toxic, intense situation coming into the month of March. You're ready to be refreshed, but that's going to require your action at hand. So you can't just jump into March and think that everything's going to change. Like, you have to jump into March with genuine changes. You know, if you're leaving behind a toxic situation, it's time now to start doing the good stuff that's going to help you and benefit you, right? If this month is all about investing into good things, make sure you're making the investments. You know, like I said, you know, taking a look back in the previous months, let's say, for example, you had some unhealthy habits. If those unhealthy habits were definitely detrimental and negatively impacting you, coming into March, you have to start doing these healthy habits on a daily basis to really start noticing and creating change. So with that being said, universe is saying, don't wait on anything. Definitely continue to be a person of action. Okay. All right, though, moving on forward here into the outcome. What's going to be the overall outcome here for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And what do we have? We have here the Hanged Man coming on out here for you. Hangman card here is awesome because in the tarot, yes, the Hangman can symbolize the energy of being stuck, but the Hangman is also the energy of enlightenment, okay? Naturally, the Hangman has a glow right either below or above his head. As you can see, the sun's kind of shining here where his head is positioned. So with that being said, the Hangman here says you're becoming aware, you're becoming awake, and you're becoming illuminated to what you need to do to go forward. You felt stuck and trapped in the past in a low vibrational situation. You now know what you need to do to change your life, to move yourself into really comfortable places and really positive places. So you know all the things you need to know. So just continue to get to work and you'll start to see the changes happen. So I love it for you, Leo. Really great reading, guys. I don't feel like there's much more to really expand on. Like I said, it's going to be a month that requires your work, but if you're willing to put in the work, you're going to see the results. And I think it's going to work out wonderfully here for you. You know, there was some sort of destructive past. That was the main point of this video. Like, you were in this destructive place, you're out of it now, and you just got to do everything you can to turn things around and to start making sure that you're setting yourself up for environments that create success, love, positivity, and happiness. And once you have that, you're golden. Okay? All right, Leo, I love you all very much. Thank you for tuning in. I do hope that you enjoyed your March 2023 tarot reading. If you are new here, do consider subscribing. I'd be more than happy to invite you into the Soul family. Once again, guys, if you're interested in personal readings, feel free to check the link in the description below to my website if you want to check it out. But Leo, have a great March, and I'll see you all in the next video. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.